Welcome, PVT Express News. Subscribe to the channel to not miss new videos. And now for today's content. In the vast sea of stars in the entertainment world, some shine through their stunning appearances, while others leave a mark with their talent. Songyun stands out not because of flashy fame, but due to her genuine passion and resilience. With her youthful, innocent face, she carries a soul shaped by life's hidden challenges. Hailing from Sichuan, her love for the arts began early in life. With encouragement from her supportive parents, she boldly applied to the prestigious Beijing Film Academy, setting the stage for her unique acting journey. Tan's rise wasn't handed to her, she climbed her way up, auditioning for minor roles and steadily building her career. From portraying a pure-hearted noblewoman in The Legend of Zhenhuan to capturing hearts as Gung in The Best of Us, she has continually impressed audiences with her authentic and relatable performances. Though her sweet appearance draws attention, it's her unyielding spirit that defines her. This strength doesn't stem from arrogance or hunger for fame, but from an enduring pursuit of her dreams through adversity. While the public sees her youthful charm on screen, behind the scenes lies a story of silent perseverance and emotional struggle. Tan's early years were filled with warmth and support. Before life presented its trials, she lived in a loving family. Her father, a dance instructor, and her gentle mother created an environment rich in artistic influence and affection. Watching her father perform inspired Tan to dream of the stage. As a child, she would mimic the dancers in her father's studio and spend weekends doing simple chores with her mother, moments that would become her most cherished memories. These ordinary yet heartfelt experiences became the foundation of her emotional strength. But life eventually took a harsher turn. The security of her childhood faded when challenges arose, and she had to mature rapidly. Becoming an actress was never as easy as it seemed. After failing her first college entrance exam, Tan faced overwhelming stress, financial strain at home, and skepticism from those around her. Her family's hot pot business, once a source of stability, began to decline. In an effort to shield her from worry, her parents chose not to tell her, quietly carrying the burden as they continued to support her dream. Unaware of their sacrifices, Tan believed herself fortunate, only later realizing the depths of what her parents endured. When she received her acceptance letter from Beijing Film Academy, tears flowed, not just for the achievement, but for the silent support behind it. Determined, she promised herself to persist no matter how hard the road became. At Nortel, she remained grounded, focusing on honing her craft rather than chasing overnight fame. Knowing that appearances alone wouldn't sustain a long-term career, she committed to building her skills. After her debut in 2007, she didn't rise to stardom immediately. Instead, she patiently took on smaller roles, gradually evolving and refining her performances. Although some say she retains a youthful look, her acting has grown more mature and layered. From schoolgirl roles to complex, emotionally rich characters, she's proven her range without relying on controversy or media hype. Her progress has been fueled by dedication, genuine effort, and consistent work. Yet just as her career began to blossom, tragedy struck. On December 31, 2018, a night that should have been filled with celebration, her life changed forever. Tan's mother was fatally struck by a drunk driver, Mamomu, as she returned from a gathering with friends. Rather than helping, the driver fled the scene. This devastating event plunged Tan into a period of profound grief. He was rescued in the hospital for more than 20 days and was ultimately unable to save his life. Faced with the death of his loved ones, he broke down and cried countless times at night, but he had to remain strong in front of the public. He did not choose to commercialize his grief and endured it all silently. During that period, he was silent for a long time. When he returned, the smile on his face was a little less childlike than before. He is really more mature. For him, his mother is not only a relative but also a pillar of his soul. When the pillar collapsed, his world also changed. Ever since his mother passed away, the topic of Songyun's feelings has become more and more sensitive. He once dreamed of getting married at the age of 27, having children at the age of 30, and living a happy life of his own. However, now he is 34 years old and still single. His love life has almost become a vacuum. Some people speculate that it is because he has not recovered from his injuries. Some people say that he is focusing entirely on his career. But the real answer may only be him. He knows that the unexpected death of his mother is like a permanent scar, affecting her trust and dependence on marriage and emotions. He no longer mentions Prince Charming and no longer fantasizes about weddings. He fills the gaps in his life with his work and regards the audience's applause as a healing force. It's not that he doesn't desire love but is afraid of losing it again. Tansongyun's lack of marriage and love is not a denial of love, but a kind of affectionate persistence, the memory of his mother, and his own protection. He chose to hide all the softness in his heart and turned himself into a quietly shining beacon. In the TV series In the Name of Family, there was a scene that made countless viewers cry. In the show, he looked up to the sky and called for his mother. At that moment, he couldn't tell whether it was the character or himself who was shouting. This was not a performance but a call from the bottom of his heart. It was for his deceased mother. He once mentioned in a variety show that he misses his mother. Huang Lei specially cooked a table of Sichuan dishes for him. Tears welled up in his eyes when he tasted a sip. The familiar taste was so much like his mother's arms. At that moment, all the viewers understood his pain. Although his mother's love was far away, he did not forget it. Instead, he integrated this longing into every work. In the film, he is no longer the little flower who can only play silly and sweet roles, but an actor who can convey emotional depth in his roles. He is growing and healing. Each work is his love letter to his mother and a testimony of his efforts to move forward. Songyun found a unique way to reconnect with the memory of her mother. Many say this marks the true growth of a woman when she learns to carry on with strength even in her most vulnerable moments. Instead of letting sorrow consume her, she transformed grief into a driving force for her art. She didn't rise to fame overnight, but her gentle and consistent presence has earned her a lasting place in the audience's hearts. Her resilience isn't cold detachment, but quiet strength beneath a soft exterior. Her calmness doesn't stem from avoidance, but from the clarity that comes after deep reflection. With each role she takes on, she not only brings comfort to viewers but also finds healing for herself. Though she still carries a youthful appearance, she is no longer the naive girl she once was. She chooses solitude over chaos, love without dependence, and fame without losing herself. Perhaps someday she'll meet someone who truly understands the unspoken love she holds for what she has lost. Or maybe she'll continue to shine on her own. Either way, we hope this gentle but strong woman will keep walking forward, full of courage. Her journey reminds us that while life is uncertain, love endures. True strength, as she shows us, is not in never crying, but in continuing to move ahead, even through tears. Tansongyun's story brings tears to our eyes, but more than that, it inspires deep respect. Through her personal choices, she reminds us that loss isn't the end of love. A life without marriage or romance can still be filled with love's essence. She's a refreshing presence in an industry often clouded by noise and distraction, choosing truth over pretense, and quiet determination over showmanship. May all those with kind hearts be met with kindness in return. May time heal all wounds. And to Tansongyun, please keep shining. Please leave your discussion. Welcome to leave comments. Welcome to my channel. Thank you all.